Okay, good day, eh? Real talk, bud. You ever finish painting a mini, feel pretty good about it, then open Instagram and immediately think, yeah, I should just quit? That's the comparison monster, and he's a total hosehead. Today, I'm showing you how to kick him out of your hobby room, silence that imposter voice in your head, and actually enjoy painting again, instead of feeling like a fraud every time you pick up a brush. Hit the subscribe button right now, because by the end of this, you're going to feel like you belong at the table. Because you do. So let's roll. Welcome to C7 Hobbies, episode 16. I'm Colossal Meltdown. My friends call me Colossal or CMD. Why Colossal? Well, with the name of Tim Burr, Colossal is fine, okay? Hey, wait a second. This doesn't feel right. Oh, nice merch, but not quite. Okay, there we go. That was a close one. Let's move on. The comparison monster, eh? Quick question. When was the last time you looked at your own work and thought, hey, that's pretty good, without immediately adding, but... Yeah, that's what I thought. Here's the scene. You're scrolling through your feed, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's Reddit, and you see this gorgeous Night Lord's army. Edge highlights so crisp, you could cut yourself. Basing that looks like a real-life battlefield. Caption reads, First Army, be gentle. And you look at your Space Marines with their chunky paint and crooked transfers and think, oh, I suck at this. But here's what you didn't see, bud. 15 models they stripped and repainted twice. The 3 failed color schemes before this one. The 2 a.m. panic dry brushing sessions. The fact that First Army might mean first finished army after 5 abandoned projects. You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 and wondering why your story doesn't look the same, eh? The comparison monster feeds on one thing: context you don't have. And when you paint or play for likes instead of joy, that's when the hobby stops being fun and starts being homework. You're not painting your army anymore. You're trying to paint someone else's. And your brain knows it's a lie. But where does this actually come from? Why does seeing cool stuff make us feel bad? Stick around. The psychology here is wild, and understanding it changes everything. Imposter syndrome at the table. Show of hands. Who's ever sat down at a game and thought, everyone here knows I'm a fraud? Yeah, all of us. Every single one. Imposter syndrome is that sneaky voice that whispers, you're not a real painter. Look at that guy's blending. You don't know the rules well enough. You slow the game down. Your army's not competitive. They're going to crush you and judge you. I'll tell you a secret, bud. I've played this game for years, and I still forget basic rules. I've shown up to games with unpainted models. I've accidentally cheated because I misread a data sheet at 11 p.m. the night before. And you know what? Nobody cared. Because we're all trying to have fun and push plastic spaceman around, eh? Here's the truth that imposter syndrome doesn't want you to know. There is no secret test you failed. There's no hobby police checking your credentials at the door. You belong because you showed up. That's it. That's the entire requirement. That person with the Golden Demon Winter Army, they started with thick paint and googly eyes just like you. The difference isn't talent. It's just time and stubbornness, bud. I once sat across from someone with a museum-quality Tyranids army and apologized for my tabletop standard Eldar. You know what these said? Your Eldar have character. Mine look good in photos, but yours look alive. That was the day I stopped apologizing for my hobby, eh? So how do we flip this? How do we turn jealousy into inspiration and stop treating other people's successes like our failures? I've got a simple mindset trick coming up, and that changed my entire approach. Don't miss this. Mindset shift from comparison to celebration. Try this experiment with me now. Next time, when you see someone's incredible work, and I mean the stuff that makes your stomach drop, I want you to do something weird. Say out loud, "That's what's possible." Not, "I could never do that." Not, "They're so much better than me." Just, "That is what's possible." You just turn jealousy into a roadmap. Instead of a ceiling you'll never hit, it's a destination you can reach if you want to. And here's the real magic. When you celebrate other people's wins, you stop competing and start collaborating. So try this. See a cool paint job? Comment, "What colors did you use?" See a sick conversion? Ask, "How'd you do that joint?" See someone crushing at the tournament? Say, "Congrats, bud. That list is spicy." You'd be shocked at how fast community replaces competition. Suddenly, you're not alone trying to prove yourself. You're part of a crew, all figuring it out together, eh? And remember, your first painted mini is just as important as someone's 10th Golden Demon entry. That Space Marine with thick paint and wobbly eyes, that's someone's origin story. Maybe even yours. And every master painter has one hidden in a drawer somewhere. I promise. Every layer you put down counts. Every game you play teaches you something. Every model you finish is a win, even if Instagram doesn't know it exists. All right, enough philosophy, eh? Let's get tactical. I've got 5 specific actionable tools you can use today to keep the comparison monster in check and actually enjoy your hobby again. So grab your coffee, bud. Hobby tools for mental health. These aren't just fluffy, just be positive tips. These are real, tested strategies that actually work. So let's go. Tool number 1, limit the scroll. Social media is a highlight reel. Nobody posts the 15 failed attempts. They post the one that worked. Action step, set a timer. 10 minutes of scrolling, then close the app and go paint something. Anything. Even just base coat one shoulder pad. Real progress beats infinite scrolling every time, eh? Tool number 2, track your own progress. You know what's wild? You can't see yourself improving day to day, but you can see it month to month. Action step, take a photo of every model you finish. Date it. In 6 months, scroll back and watch yourself level up. That is progress is yours. Nobody else's timeline matters. Tool number 3, find your crew. The right community makes all the difference. If your group celebrates effort, not just results, you're golden. If they gatekeep or mock beginners, find a new table. Action step, join one Discord or local group this week. Just lurk at first if you're nervous, but show up. You'll find your people, eh? Tool number 4, play small wins. Stop making your goal finish the entire army. That's how you burn out. Action step, celebrate one model, one detail, one squad. Then take a breath. Post it if you want and feel good about it. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Tool number 5, give compliments. Here's the secret weapon nobody wants to talk about. When you lift others up, you can't tear yourself down. Action step. Next time you see cool work, compliment something genuine. It chips away at your comparison monster and makes someone else's day. It's a win-win. Every compliment you give feeds your confidence instead of your anxiety. Try it. It's magic, eh? So, before we wrap it up, I need to tell you something important. Something I wish someone had told me when I was spiraling out of my hobby. Stay with me for that. wrap up, and reflection. All right, before we head out for that double-double, I need you to hear this, bud. Your worth in this hobby isn't measured in likes on Instagram. It isn't measured in trophies on a shelf. It isn't measured in how expensive your paints are or how many you have. It isn't measured in whether Games Workshop featured your work. It's measured in joy, in community, in creativity. Did painting that model make you happy, even for 10 minutes? Then it was worth it. Did playing that game make you laugh? Did you learn something new? Did you make a new friend? That's the hobby. Everything else is just noise. You belong here, whether your army's made of resin, proxies, or big dreams. It's yours. And that's what makes it beautiful. The comparison monster wants you to think there's a right way to do this. But the only right way to do this that makes you want to pick up a brush tomorrow. So paint your weird color schemes. Run your janky lists. Ask your newbie questions. You're not behind. You're not a fraud. You're exactly where you need to be, eh? If this episode hits home, and I hope it did, bud, do me a solid. Smash that like button. Drop a comment with your comparison monster story. Let's share the struggle so nobody feels alone. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. If you want something lighter, be sure to check out the Misinformer podcast. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and most podcasting sites. I have a hobby hangout for those interested in painting with an awesome group. Details are below in the description. And with information about a Discord server. I greatly appreciate all the support. Without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you. Now, go forth, be awesome, and paint for the paint gods.